Okay, so just drove home and I was kind of contemplating those shots that were just done with the Cattleman that you're about to see. And more testing is going to have to be done, as you'll know at the end of this video. But the groups are the groups. There's no excuses for them. I wish I could say it was me, but it wasn't. All the shots were pulled off the way they should be. So the results are the results. That being said, keep in mind at the end of this video that both of these guns were in out of the box condition, which means nothing was really dialed in with the gun. No hammer springs were changed. No hammer springs were adjusted. No power wheels were adjusted on the AEA. Everything is the way you would get it out of the box, put air in it, and shoot it depending on what ammo you were running. And of course, as we dive into these deeper, the characteristics of the guns will start to show themselves, display themselves, and we will know what ammo that the gun really likes, and we'll start using the ammo and to make them as accurate as possible. And that being said, there is something to pulling a PCP out of the box and having it shoot good right out of the box, because that's what most people do. A lot of people don't tinker. They pull them out and they shoot them and they expect results. Both of these guns are capable. The AEA, both the AEA and the Cattleman are both capable of hitting targets out to 100 yards. The AEA probably well beyond that. The Cattleman has some struggles, as you will see, but with some tweaking and some improvement, which Cattleman has already done, I've been told, I think that improvement will come quickly. So keep that in mind when you watch this video. I have to be critical. I was critical of both the Cattleman and the AEA. So out of the box, this is what I got. Most of you watching are going to be getting the new M1s, which are supposed to be quite a step above in quality compared to the one I got. And the one I got was one of the very first runs of the M1s. So keep that in mind. It wasn't one that was even supposed to be sold to anybody. I just kind of begged and pleaded to get this so I could do a test on it. So keep that in mind also. Both of these companies are great gun companies. They're both great manufacturers, and I recommend them both. But you will see, apples for apples, what they are at the end of this video. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoy this. It's a cold day today, about 40 degrees, but the sun's shining, and I've put it off long enough. We are here at the Brownville Gun Range with the Cattleman M1 25 caliber. And we're going to give it a little test today to see how it groups at 35 yards, at 50 yards, at 75, and 100. We can look back and we'll compare this to the AEA Challenger that we just did. But the first thing we have to do today is get this on paper. I'm going to try to keep this apples for apples. We're going to repeat this process kind of like we did with the AEA. And first we're going to use it with the barrel shroud on. As you can see, I have Cattleman's new covert moderator on here, and I have not used it yet. I have not used this gun pretty much at all except for standard deviation tests. So this will be an accuracy test today. We're going to try it with shroud on and shroud off, just like the AEA, and we'll see the outcome. I'm excited about this one, and how about that beautiful stock? Turned out great, didn't it? So 0 mods done internally to this gun. This gun is bone stock except for the stock. I refinished the stock, and I have did a carbon wrap on the air tube to protect it a little bit. Other than that, it's totally stock. Nothing's been done with a hammer spring, stock spring. Let's see what we got for results today. I'm curious. How about you? I'll be right back. We are going to be running the same ammo that we did in the AEA, which is the Barracuda They're a 30.86 grain. And right now we're just going to try, I apologize for the noise in the background. We're going to try to get this thing on paper. And we're 35 yards, and then we'll move it back to 50. But I want to get it on paper. We'll see where we're at. Stay right there, and I'll put camera on target. Okay guys, what you saw there is me getting it on paper. I hadn't laser sighted this or bore sighted this, so what you saw was me just getting it in on paper for the first time. We were way off. I brought it in, now we're grouping in here, and that's about, once I tightened it up, less than a 1/4 inch. So once I tightened that up right there, wasn't going for accuracy, just kind of wanted to get it in the center. We're going to put a pasty on this. Okay. Pay no attention to this one here. I'm going to move this back to 50 yards now. I guess we can agree it's going to hit at 35. I just zeroed it in that quick, so we can hit at 35. That's a no-brainer. Let's bring it to 50 yards and see where we are. I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. We're out 50 yards right now. Let me turn you around. We'll see where I'm shooting from. Way back there. Okay, and zoomed it in right here. I don't want to hit my camera. So we're at 50, and let's just roll with what we have. And I'm going to try for a group now. Shroud is on the gun, just so you know. I'll be right back. Okay, here we are out 75. I just pasted it up. We're going to give it a shot. I'm making a judgment call right now, and I'm going to pull that shroud off right now. The reason I'm doing that, we pulled the shroud off with the AEA, and it tightened up the groups a lot. I have a feeling this is going to be the case with this also. I could be wrong. If that's the case, when we do our farther testing, we're going to be testing these without the shrouds on because, well, they honestly I don't think they help them much. But let's right now, let's pull shroud off, hit at 75, see where we're at. Hopefully we can get back to 100 today and be on paper. Obviously it's not as good of a shooter as the 22 is version, but let's see where we're at with shroud off. I'm curious about this. I'll be right back. This isn't bad. This is very acceptable. Like I said, that is a actually it's not even 1 1/4 inch spread, and that's at 75. This was a flyer, that was me, but the shroud is off. So as with the AEA, it makes a huge difference. I don't want to change anything as long as we got this where it is. I want to move this back to 100 yards and see what we got. I just want to show you a realistic example of how these guns are shooting out of the box. And this is an out of the box shooting rifle. The only thing I've done to it, like I said, is I refinished the stock. So this is the first accuracy tests that have been performed with it. So the gun hasn't even been broken in yet. But that being said, either was the AEA, so you're seeing real results. This grouping right here is pretty good for 75. Will it get better at 100? Let's see. I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. We're at 100 yards. I put a pasty in the middle. The pasty in the middle is a little 6-inch target, and then we have these. Just in case I'm off. This shot right here was a previous shot before. It's an old target. Pay no attention to this one. I wish I had something to block it off with. Here's a piece of tape so you know. Pay no attention to that. No, that's not going to stick. Pay no attention to that one. I'm going to go back and we're going to try to at least get this in this 6-inch area at 100 yards. See what we can do. I'll be right back. There you have it at 100 yards. What do you say we move this in and we try this now? And we know we can at least hit a 6-inch target at 100 yards within a 1/2 inch of the target. So let's move this into 40 yards. All right, guys, I apologize. I just tried to get it on scope cam. That thing, this phone that I have right now just simply won't get it on cam. I just took a shot out there to get it on target. I'm going to take a few more. Then I'm going to bring this target back for you to check out. So I hit just above the target, about 1-2 inches above target, just to the left 2 inches. I want to dial this in for a bullet 50. Let's see here. Okay, so I just hit to the left of the bullseye. I'm going to dial this over. Just walk you through what I'm doing right now. What I have a feeling is I think this is going to be a good 50-yard gun. That's what I think. Another. That's perfect bullseye. That's what I was going for. So what I got here, I'm going to show you what I just did. Let me load this. I'm going to put 5 shots in, and I'm going to walk camera out to the target, and we're going to try to stay on that bullseye, okay? So this is at 50 yards, shroud off, moderator off. We're going to have to take a day for the moderator and sight it in with the moderator simply because it does change the tuning of the gun a lot. So, let's load these in. I'm not going to put the cocking mechanism back. I'm going to take you out to target, put you on target, show you what I just did, the shots I just took just to dial it in at 50. The gun's really quick to dial in, as you can see. Couple clicks here and there, but boom, you're right on. So what you've pretty much seen today is me out here kind of in real time. So I think the gun might be getting broken a little bit. I suspect it's going to shoot a little bit better, but I suspect the AEA is going to shoot better too as we go. These are both out of the box, so we haven't experimented with any other ammo. This is it. Okay, so here's the target. This is my first shot, this is my second shot, my third shot, and then I just put it in the bullseye when I zeroed it in. So let's keep that here at 50. Let's keep that here. And let's see if we can continue at least to hit that bullseye or close to it now that you guys have an idea of what's going on. And I'll be right back. The beautiful Cattleman M1 25 caliber. Not as accurate of a gun as I would like it to be. Nonetheless, a good PCP. Solid build. Couple issues that I can see. But I think they're all getting rectified and remedied by Cattleman. This is a first run M1. And to be fair, I really wanted one for review, and that's why I got this one. I think the new ones are going to be greatly improved. We have some small issues with this one, such as the shroud touching the air tube, which is definitely a no-no because you can compromise shots, and that's probably why it shot better without the shroud on. But it's not as accurate as it should be. So, although a very beautiful gun, not as accurate as it should be, is this going to be a fair representation of the new ones? I don't think so. I think they're improving every day. As you can see, I'm still hitting target at 100 yards. I'm still hitting a 6-inch target at 100 yards. It's just not that pinpoint accuracy like you saw with the with my other Cattleman in the 22 version. The T2. It's just not as pinpoint accurate. That thing was very accurate. So, accuracy with the ammo we're running. And I told you I was going to keep this apples for apples. And I even tried to switch up the ammo in this, and I didn't have much luck. Goes to the AEA. So AEA is the power winner and is the accuracy winner. We are going to be putting these two up against each other in more tests as they wear in, break in, and running different ammos. Maybe results will vary in the future. But as of right now, AEA stands the winner of the shootout. I have to keep it fair. I have to keep it honest. I know that Cattleman will come back with an offering to challenge again. So keep that in mind. These videos aren't really the quality that they should be, and that's because it's been really so cold out. Once again, it's in the 40s today. Sunshine, but cold, and we all know that PCPs don't shoot at their best abilities in the cold. So we will revisit, definitely. But I'm going to have to declare the winner, the AEA Challenger. The Challenger that challenged the Cattleman has won the shootout. I know that might disappoint a lot of you out there, but keep in mind the M1, this is not the newest one. And there's been some vast improvements on the new one, so I'm told. So keep that in mind. Although this one does hold a special place in my heart because, well, look at it. It is beautiful, right? So maybe with some tinkering, we can work on some accuracy and get this thing right. But until next time, guys, get out there, keep shooting, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching FB Airgun Review. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, subscribe, and check out my new videos.